Okay, now, I think we're all set. Are we live? What's going on here? Why is that not showing live? That is showing live, but why is it not showing on my restream as live? There we go. Okay, yeah, looks like we're all good to go, guys. So welcome back to Day Trade with Tony. I hope you all had a great weekend. Hey Tester, good to see you. I hope you had a lovely weekend. I could have had a better one, but sports aside, it was too short. Okay, so we've got License IPO due to drop today. Keep an eye on that one. Nasdaq down on the day, above the VWAP, 7 to spike. Hey Steve, good to see you, buddy. Okay, so BuzzFeed seems to be making a bit of a move. Let's have a look at BuzzFeed. Yeah, BuzzFeed is making a move. It's right at 260s. Hey Dunkers, you're very welcome back. Hope you had a great weekend. Oh, got a nice double bottom formation on C3AI. I'm just watching BuzzFeed, but I'll come back to the double bottom on C3AI as it approaches the breakout area, which is kind of around 27.90. But let's see. Pull back on BuzzFeed here. Okay, so 268, 270, that area is struggling a little bit, BuzzFeed, but let's see what happens. Doesn't seem to be a lot else moving right now. A couple of penny stocks are moving. A couple of things popped up and then dropped back down again. BuzzFeed being one of them. Grassel Biotech was one that moved. Let's have a look at AMC, shall we? Meme stocks back in business, it looks like. AMC back over $6. Had a good week last week, as it happens. Well, not such a good Monday, but the rest of the week it was nothing short of up. Actually, Friday it was down. It's up at the open and then down into the close. So let's see what happens with AMP today. Will the squeeze continue? Is there something wrong with the mic? Let me have a quick look at the microphone. Let's see what's happening.
How's that? Does that sound better? Let me know if that improves the sound quality at all. Hey, Kate. I did have some issues with the mic over the weekend, so I'm just hoping that I managed to fix them. I thought I'd fixed them, but we'll see. Okay, so no, Mike, it's fine on TikTok. I think it was more on the I think it's more on YouTube than anything else. As long as you can pick up the snoring chair, because she's trying to drown out my music. Can you hear that? Snoring chow chow. You're clearly content. We'll see what happens. So Klaatu, Big Bear. I'm watching Big Bear because all of the AI is getting a lot of attention at the moment. So it's a buzzword. It's a hot topic. So all of the AI stocks, so C3, Big Bear, SoundHound, all of the typical AI stocks are motoring. I traded two of them already. I traded SoundHound and C3 already, both profitably this morning. There's a lot of buzz and positivity around AI at the moment. So yeah, watch for Big Bear. Currently, Big Bear is $5.95. I'll just put that on because AMC's not doing much. So Big Bear AI currently up at $5.95. It's approaching 15% up on the day, which is what I like to see it doing. This isn't the small account, JSpec. What else is moving up at the moment? Oh, that's what I wanted to look at. So, so let's look at AI. There's a nice double bottom formation on this at the moment. Right, so then we've got the double bottom, one bottom, two bottom. So if it gets above the VWAP, 2790, 2028, I can see we might be back in business up towards we'll get a whole dollar off it. We'll see. Big Bear. Not really doing much. Yeah, traded on Friday. Traded on Friday. So the Calera is up. It's up. Relative volume's decent, but it's just still not got great volume. But yeah, I called this out in the Discord as well, and this is what got me green on Friday. If you've not seen that trade recap or that trade replay, go check that out on YouTube, Klaatu. But yeah, Cal, I call that out. The Calera Public is trading higher after the company said it expects to close the divestment of Vindera by the end of Q1. That was on Friday. That was news announced on Friday. Now this is what you're seeing today is a continuation from that. It's a very small flow. We're talking like 850,000 microflow. So that's it does have volatility. So let's have a look at Calera. No volume at the moment, but if you go back, this hit the scanners on Friday, and we got these halts, and it halted 3 times before I got in. Then I got in. Then as it shot up, I took the profits quick on the small account, and made about $1,300 on it. So certainly want to keep an eye on. It's got that volatility, but it's also got unreliability. So you want to make sure that the volume comes in, it needs to be underpinned by volume. So just be careful if you're planning on trading Calera. It needs to be underpinned by that volume. Please can I see if the US 30 where it will go but this is not a forex channel, Mohammed. We don't do forex on this channel. Sorry, buddy. This is equities only. So we're talking stocks and shares. We don't trade forex. But good luck to you if you are trading forex. Anybody that wants to trade forex, I'm not saying that you shouldn't. I'm not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I just personally think it's a mug's game. Having tried trading forex and could never be profitable. It just seemed like when I had a winner, I didn't know why, and when I had a loser, I didn't know why either. Trading forex for me was more gambling than trading. I couldn't get a statistical edge on the market, and unfortunately, I had to stop doing that. Otherwise, I would be broke by now. So yeah, this is not forex. But if you do have a statistical edge on the market in forex and you do have a strategy, then let me know. Reach out to you. So now on TikTok, you can message me directly if you want to. You can message me directly if you go to the link in, if you are watching on YouTube or any of the other mediums, Twitch, Twitter. If you go to the link shown, you've got all my email and socials and everything else that you can reach out to me directly if you want to reach out to me directly. But if you're watching on TikTok, you just click my profile and you can message me directly on TikTok. So and I will respond to anybody that does message me on TikTok. So AI is now breaking up. Looking at the double bottom here, it's now breaking these levels up at testing 28. So current high of this candle here was 27.97, and we've just got 27.99. So I want to see it break $28. That's $28. Tapped it there. Take 1,000 shares. I was waiting for that breakout, double bottom breakout, a 5-minute double bottom breakout. Spreads are rangy on this, so just be careful if you are thinking of trading it. I'll have a look at Qubit in a moment, Get. No worries, Vols. Good to see that you got it. I managed to lose. Funnily enough, that run up, I managed to lose money on that one. I lost $250 on that. I missed like 10 cents or whatever it was. I think 2,500. So I'm looking for this to hold 28, otherwise I'll just get out. Giving it 20 cents on the ask. Yeah, get it. Still might go my way, but I was green on it. I've just lost my green. So I'll have a look at Qubit, but that's still this. Look on the 5 minutes, it's probably easier. So you've got a double bottom here and moving up, and you can see the breakout area was $28. So I'm still looking at that for a potential move back up. That's what I did, Vols. That's exactly what I did. I went for the break of $4 and got faked out. So I quit. Just cut it, and I lost $250 on it. So it happens. So quantum computing, another AI specialist. Let's have a look at the whole sector is buoyant. So I'm looking if there is a specific catalyst, but it looks like I would be inclined to suggest it's probably just market sector strength at the moment, because that's what all these AI stocks are moving up with, is sector strength. Oh, but actually, Qubit does have a catalyst. So, and here is your catalyst in the chat. There you go. Stop losses don't work pre-market, Alicalca. Qubit looks like the 12 million, no, 120 million float by the looks of it. Not 50 million float, I don't know. Yeah, okay. GDC popped up. Nice flag. How do I manage without a stop loss? Quite easily. I sell when it reaches a certain level. I have a mental stop loss, an arbitrary mental stop loss that if it reaches that level, you just got to be disciplined enough to pull the plug and sell. So you buy it the same way you buy in, you press the buy button, you get out, you press the sell button. I don't recommend, if you're a new trader, I certainly don't recommend that you trade pre-market. It is a little bit more volatile. It's got lower liquidity, lower vol. So there we go. GDC. That looks very dodgy. GD Culture Group. I just flushed $2 whole. Maris is very low volume, so I'll look at it, but there's very low volume on this one. So this is just popped up. I want to see why. Before I jump in, I want to see it sustained first and foremost. That's the first pullback, and it's now $5. Ameris Corporation receives 200 million milestone payment from Rayner Surgical. That's a nice catalyst. Let's see if we can't get on this. It breaks new highs. High of days currently 514. What's the float on this one? It's about 50 million by the looks of it. $60 million float. Nice ascending wedge into a flat top. It break that 515. It depends where you're located. Thinkorswim's not a bad platform. No, I'm using Benzinga, not Trade Ideas. I find Trade Ideas, you don't get much better than. It's more expensive than Benzinga, but I think with Trade Ideas, you can certain platforms you can sync it into the actual platform itself. I mean, it's a good. Look, you don't want to get in the front. You're never going to get in the front of it because it's unreliable. And let's face it, unless you've got clairvoyance, and that's why you wait for the pullback. Okay? You don't get in at the top. You wait for the pullback and look for it to sustain. You look for continuation because that initial move on based on the results can be a knee-jerk reaction by the market, and then once they're in profit, they sell off. So always a little bit sus just to jump straight in. So Rayner Surgical pays $200 million milestone payment due to Ameris under asset purchase agreement. Under the agreement, Ameris sold its ophthalmology product to Rayner in 2021, December 2021. Yeah, not feeling that. Let's go back to the last one, which would have been GDC. That sold off as well. Look at that. I mean, some of these initial moves just unreliable, horrible. Let's have a look at Qubit. What did Qubit do? Qubit did make a move back up towards kind of 310, 315 or whatever, but it's not sustaining either. Well, Alec, I'm a long bias trader. I do go short from time to time, but primarily I'm long biased. And the reason I'm long biased, well, there's a number of reasons I'm long biased. It is first and foremost, not all stocks are shortable. Even when they are shortable, some stocks are on the short sellers restriction list, which basically means that you can't you can't sell on the bid. So that makes it trickier to short. If it's hard to borrow, you've then got to pay locate fees and potential borrow fees, and so going short is not as easy as going long. First and foremost, the least path of resistance is being a long bias trader. But if you've got a high liquid stock that's easy to borrow, then I mean, I've shorted hard to borrow stock. Was it last week or the week before? Once it maxed out up at the top, and that was okay, but I still had to pay locate fees for it. Going back to your comment, Vols, the problem I would have with Think or Swim is it's not direct access. So the spreads tend to be a little bit wider, and the fills tend to be a little bit slower. Look, it's not a bad platform, and if you're scalping, the zero commissions is you want if you're scalping and you're basically getting in, and then as soon as you're in profit, getting out, waiting for the next micro pullback, get in, get out for another bit of profit, and you're making literally hundreds of transactions a day. Zero transaction platform is what you need. You need a zero transaction broker, or zero commission broker. Zero transaction. You need a zero commission broker. Otherwise, you're going to rack up those commissions for every ticket or every fill. So a zero commission broker is ideal for those that kind of high frequency scalping strategy. Otherwise, I tend to hold a little bit longer, and it probably wouldn't be as relevant for me because of the spreads and the quick access, quick fills. So Qubit, not really doing much else. GDC, a hard pullback. So those two last pops were very unreliable. So it's pulled back on the 5 minute, it pulled back to the VWAP. So the VWAP on the 5 minute is 452. So whereas the VWAP on the 1 minute is up at nearly 480. So looking at the higher time frame, this isn't such a bad pullback, but I want to see confirmed support, confirmed breakout, if you will, confirmed continuation. We've got a high of we've got a $5 on the 2-minute doji with a high of $5. So realistically, to get back into there, which is on this candle here, it needs to get back over $5. Might look at that up on the small account. There's leverage on it, so why not? Get rid of that music. That's just noise. Big Bear's actually pulling back to kind of 570s. I'm going to get rid of Carl and put just augment my watch list and see if we can't get some distension. Yeah, so that's breaking lows, so that looks like a bit of a pump and dump. A pop and drop. You're looking for reliable moves, and this is the problem with trying to trade pre-market, is that very often you will get unreliable moves. Look at that, that's a hard sell-off. It's Reshape Life Science. Is that dropped to... What's going on with this? Is it has it dropped an offering on the market? It was up there at $12 overnight, over the weekend, before the weekend. Let's have a look. Reshape Life Science. Biggest loser. Reshape Life Science, yeah, it's an offering. You kind of see that. So $8 a unit. Look at this on the 15. You'll see what I'm talking about. So it issued an offering. Get rid of all these lines. You can't see anything. It's issued an offering. That's why it's down. It had a couple of good days. If you look at this on the hourly, had a good day on Thursday after market, and then it kind of held and then issued an offering. So yeah. Reshape Life Sciences, that's why that's down hard. Okay, so this popped up. I've actually lost money on this so far. So let's see if this can get back above $4 and hold, I might be interested. What else are you guys watching, if anything? Let me know. I mean, this has held the VWAP fairly well. So you can see that the VWAP is acting as support, holding it fairly well. I can check Lucid for you, no problem at all. Not doing anything. So not great volume on Lucid at the moment. This is the problem with Lucid. So this is the 1 minute. I'll put it on the hourly so you can actually see what's going on with Lucid and where we are. So it's 1169. It's actually down from the highs of last week, but it's 1169, slightly up on the day of like half a percentage point, which is like negligible. But it's not really doing anything. There's nobody trading it. So total trades today, 6,000 trades in total. That accounts for the just under 600,000 share volume on the day. So if you look at it back on the 1 minute, you can see that very low volume at the moment. So just be patient. Lucid tends to have crappy pre-markets. It doesn't tend to pop very often during the pre-market or post-market sessions. What Lucid tends to do is when the volume comes in, it might sometimes have a dip before it then rips. It tends to do most of its moves after the bell. So yeah, I'll have a look at June for you. June 163, not great volume though. So we had a nice spike there at 8 o'clock, which is down to the algorithmic spikes, but it's not great at the moment. June's down a good 10% on the day. So unless you're shorting it, which I'm not sure if it is shortable, but it's looking weak. It's kind of sideways as well at the moment. It's barcoding almost within its own range, with its own spread range. So June not looking great at the moment. That's not to say that it won't change when the bit of volume comes in. It had a good day on Friday, had a very good day on Friday, but it looks like it's pulling back from those, certainly pulling back from the highs. It looks like it's continuing to sell off, is the general impression it's giving me. But look, let's see what happens at the bell. We've got 25 minutes to the open. It could still come good. I said, Captain. I said, what? So Captain just popped up. Up there at 150s, went up to 170s, pulled all the way back to 150s. So just underneath the VWAP at the moment. We got an increase in volume a little bit. Don't know what the catalyst is. If you want me to check, let me know. Just say. And I'll check it. If you want me to check if there is a if there is a catalyst, I'll check if there's a catalyst. Map harvest. Seiko didn't make it over. Sekou Holdings didn't make it over $4. So. Let's see what happens. If it pulls back to the VWAP, that might be worth taking for a quick VWAP bounce play. It's been holding the VWAP fairly well. That's the top gapper above $2 this morning. It's quiet enough at the moment. Is that what that is? Okay. The Captain secures a multi-million-dollar contract from the US highway tolling system, apparently. Let me know if you're seeing anything else. Let's see. Make sure that you hit that thumbs up button, guys, if you're watching on the YouTube. In fact, do it now while the market's quiet. You'll forget otherwise. Yeah, so smack that thumbs up button. Not even half of you have hit the thumbs up button yet, guys. So hit that thumbs up button. Let's get that like counter up. Hit the thumbs down button. I mean, that's fine. The interaction's all good. So if you're not happy, hit the thumbs down button. Nice to get the thumbs up button though, so just make me feel special. A girl likes to be told she's beautiful. Tesla's been making highs this morning. So Tesla 194. This is the level I was trading it at last summer. Was it November? Last time they did quarter earnings. Yeah, it might have been November. September, whatever. But yeah, Tesla around the 194. It's above the VWAP. It's upwards trending. Tends to move with, when it's not got its own catalyst, tends to move with the market, but the market's actually down on the day quite substantially today. So it is coming back though. It's whilst it's down on the day, the SPY is upwards. It's trying to make it move upwards. It's wrapping around the VWAP, so it's actually sideways, if anything. Look at it on the 5 minute, it gapped down over the weekend, but then tried to make a move up. So it's still above 400, so it's still bullish momentum right now. If you look at this on the daily, you'll see what I'm talking about. There's an upwards channel. Typically, upwards channels break downwards. That could be a little bit of a concern. But there's an upwards channel at the moment. So let's see what happens today after the bell. Will the markets turn green? Will the markets go green? You tell me. They're gapping down over the weekend, but will they go green? They actually went slightly green on Friday and then sold off. Are we AGTA the bear market? I don't know what you mean, superpower. I don't know what an AGTA is, but are we after the bear market? Maybe, I don't know. Yes, I think that means after. Are we after the bear market? Or will we be crushing more? Well, personally, I think the bear market. I think we bottomed out back in October. That's not to say we're not going to have some down swings. We're definitely going to have some more down swings, but I think that the bottom, I think, was October. Personally, I'm hoping the bottom was October, and we can get the bullish momentum back in and back to a hot market. We've seen this last week or two. We've seen some really big moves, and I've been able to profit from them, and quite a few people in the Day Trade with Tony community have been able to profit from them. So long may that continue. And at the moment, we're in a bit of a pullback, but we've had the whole of January was upwards momentum in the main. So very bullish in January across the markets. So let's see. I mean, we can have a pullback. It can be a quite severe pullback. Look what happened in December. We got up to these highs, double top actually, and then it sold off in like a week, whereas it's taken a whole month just to get back up to the same levels. So are we after the bear market? I'm not sure, but I think potentially the bottom was in October. That's just my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a market professional. I'm just a fat guy on the internet with an opinion. So don't take it as financial advice. And if you lose, don't sue me. Yeah, saw that J-Spec. Big earthquakes a big earthquake and then the aftershock as well, the follow-up. So a lot of people suffering in Turkey. So stay humble, kids. You never know. There for the grace of God and all that. Well, the fat guy's usually good with cars. It's part of the culture to know about cars, isn't it? I don't think that. Look, 12k Bitcoin, I don't think that's going to happen. It's a possibility, but I think, let's face it, the crypto market was manipulated to get down as low as it did. When it went down to 15k, we had the whole multiple exchanges going broke, and which were massive Ponzi's. They didn't have any liquidity in there, but they were just playing around with other people's money that they shouldn't do. So SBF needs to go to jail for a long time. Probably will get off with a slap wrist. 6 months served or something like that. You know what it's like for white collar workers as opposed to blue collar workers. But the crypto market was manipulated to go down so low and forced down. And rumors are allegedly that some market makers, such as Citadel Securities, had a huge hand in that. That's alleged, of course, but it wouldn't surprise me. Well, if Mike Wilson is saying he wouldn't be too bearish, I mean, maybe I should start taking puts on the SPY. No, but Bitcoin, it didn't hold. It went up to fairly high over the last week. Did Bitcoin? I think last Wednesday it got over $24,000. But since then it's just been swinging lower highs since, so it's now 22,800 is Bitcoin right as I'm talking. So we're back at that 22,750 kind of support level that it's touched a number of times. 2250, 22,750 is probably the level I'm looking at over the last while. So it needs to hold this if we're going to get bullish swings. In general, it's the crypto market's still looking bullish, so I've not sold any of my positions. I was coming into the new year, I was thinking I was going to cash them in for a loss and write the losses off against tax. But I've got a little while to make my mind up on that. I've got another month and a bit. Alright, what's moving? AEI. All set. No volume on it. That's kind of popped up, but no volume on that either. But we're just waiting for something to move with it, and a semblance of volume, a semblance of reliability. That's what I've been looking at. Some of these moves, and they just not look reliable. So I got Seco. I got in on this one, and it faked me out at $4. So I got the first pullback, the move up to $4, and then I looked for the break of $4, and it faked me out. So I lost $250 on it. And it's not been over $4 since. So yeah, there's always, wherever there's money. The thing is with crypto, it's easy prey, because the majority of people, the vast majority of people that are trading crypto haven't a Scooby-Doo what they're doing. They haven't a clue at all. It's usually, because it's unregulated, it's usually a bunch of kids on the mobile apps that are buying Dogecoin or Fluffy Poodle coin or another shit coin, and saying it's they're buying like 3 million coins for a tenner, and hoping it's going, and they're all talking about how it's going to go to the moon and make them billionaires. Now the truth is, some of them have got lucky and made millions on shit coins that have gone to the moon, but in the vast majority of them have lost the pocket money. Yeah, a lot of moves have not sustained this morning. I wouldn't say pump and dump JSpec, but there's a lot of just not held the gains, and that can happen, which is why you want to make sure that you're not going to get in a false breakout. And funnily enough, I just dropped a video on TikTok there over the weekend about how to avoid false breakouts. So you know, you want to be looking for that confirmation, otherwise you're just going to you are going to get hit with the false breakouts. Well, we've got 10 minutes to the bell. 10 minutes. Let me know your thoughts. Market. Let's put the tech stocks on the market. This is the Qs, i.e. the Nasdaq. That's kind of a triple bottom there, or quadruple bottom even. Direction. Give me your thoughts. What direction is the market going to take this morning? That head and shoulders, inverse head and shoulders on the SPY there, on the 1 minute. There's one head, shoulder, there's the head, and there's the other shoulder. So is that a sign for some bullish action? Will we get over 410? Will we get back up to kind of 412? You tell me. Will we fill this gap? So if you look on the 5 minute, are we going to fill the gap? The market doesn't like a void. At some stage, we'll come back and fill that, but will it be today? Let me know your thoughts. You tell me. RSLS. Claty. I looked at it earlier, and it's secondary offering and dropped, I think, dropped heavy. Trading at 640. Yeah, I'm just gonna right now. I'm just gonna wait for the right setup. It's super choppy across the market there, Timothy. Just don't be patient. Be patient. I've got pain in my stomach as well. I hope they're not bloody gallstones, like painful yolks. Russell Index, Nasdaq. Yeah, we're just struggling to find stuff to move right now. There's quite a few earnings this week as well, including Robinhood and DoorDash, I think, or is it Uber? There's quite a lot of earnings coming out this week. %62 down. Actually, you might be worthwhile looking at this for a bounce. So this is heavily down at the moment. If you look at it on the 15, you'll see what I'm talking about. So this was up at like $20 on Friday. It's hit the market with an offering priced at $8. So it kind of plateaued at that $8 and it sold off some more. It's $6.45. So could be interesting to watch for any kind of signs of life. Over the VWAP, back over $7. This might take us up to that $8 level. You might get a whole dollar move. $6.75 could be interesting. kind of watch the VWAP with this one. Watch at the open. Will we get a bounce? It's the important question. Well, if you bought at 640, just make sure you've got tight stops, because if it decides to sell at the open, it might not come back. But this has been, I mean, it had really big moves up there at the end of last year, December. No, it wasn't. It was the first week in January. It went from 960 it opened at and closed at went as high as 2063. That was the beginning of January. And then on Friday it did a similar kind of move, but it opened at just over $13 and went up to 2240. So it does have a history of some big moves. Just kind of seeing if there's any other big moves. Yeah, big move up back in August as well. It went up from $22.50 all the way up to $40 in a single day. So it does have that volatility. It could make a big move. Worth keeping an eye on. Well, that's what you want to be looking at things like that for if you're interested in swing trading, ASG. Okay, 4 minutes to the bell. I'm going to take a quick 3 minutes to the bell and plus change. I'll take a quick bathroom break and just be patient, guys. I'll put the market on there. That's the SPY. It's the SPY S&P 500 ETF. It tracks the S&P 500, so that's essentially what the market's doing right now. Any movements anywhere? Yeah, that's what you want to be doing, Cade. The more you trade, the more likely you're going to lose money. It's simple as that. So you want to be looking, be patient, look for the one trade, two trades that are going to set up nicely for you, which is what I'm going to be doing in the small account. You take one or two trades. I think I took 2 trades on, or 3 trades on Friday, whatever it was. Not Friday, or Thursday, 2 trades. Friday I took a whole bunch because I was trading in the small account on Friday just to get me back to trading smaller. Very choppy at the moment. Most of the big movers pre-market have either not sustained or they've just started to move sideways. I'm just watching what's happening at the bell on a bunch of these stocks. See, we've gapped up. Will they sustain? Will they move? Will we get a gap and go? let's watch watch the volatility. Yes, Invest Addict. I do that every single day. Switch over to the regular session. I usually go through it a little bit later in Invest Addict and what I'm doing on Benzinga, how I've got it set up and everything else. Well, there's the SPY, it's gone bullish, so that's the market. Market looking bullish. Let's see what's moving. So Spike very quickly recovered that 410 level, up at 410.40s now. Right, let's go on to some of these low price stocks and that are starting to move now. So will we get the gap and go here? Over $4, this is what I wanted. Happy to wait for the pullback and add. Right, that's it. Fake me out pre-market as well. Bounced hard on the VWAP a few times. So at this level, yeah, I'm getting out there. That was a terrible trade. That was probably one of the worst trades I've done in a long time. That. And I should have been more cautious because it did exactly the same thing pre-market and faked me out. Soundhound looks to be making a move up. Alright, let's have a look at the scanners. Gene making its move up. GoEV making moves over $1. GENE is making moves. Soundhound making moves. Let's go back to, let's have a look at Soundhound. We just broke the pre-market highs. Now we want to wait for the pullback. There's the pullback. This is not what you're supposed to be doing, Tony. You're supposed to be making money, not losing it. There we go. I'm gonna get $4 on this. That's 390 on the ask. It's up to 86. Top level here is 446, so way off that, but Cal halted to the upside, has it? We've got 10 cents on this stuff to the fast. Yeah, I traded it on Friday. It popped up. It had so many halts on Friday. Big Bear AI testing, trying to hold $6. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, Clatu. Cal is halted. I'm not doing well today. Big Bear, wow. A lot of these AI stocks just vomited. As did the SPY. Big Bear AI just did a 40-cent vomit. 3CAI just did a whole dollar vomit. This is not doing me any good at all. Well, that's got to be the worst start to the week I've had in a long time. Not necessarily the worst start to the week I've had, but it's arguably up there. Okay, so this halted 4 minutes ago. It's got resumption in a little over a minute. This is also halted. So this is Senis Technology. Senis Tech. Lipella Pharmaceutical, trying to break the $0.50. Just broke the $0.50. Just typical, isn't it? Soundhound now making those moves back up. Lucid. I'll check Lucid in a moment, yeah. Yeah, Lucid's climbing. It's up at 11.93. It's testing $12. Got rejected at 12. I want to see this over 390. New level hit. See, $4. AI's taking off. It's up at 29.60s now. C3 AI. Probably the better one to go after. Lucid over $12 now. Is Cal halted again? No, it's still the same halt. Must be a 10-minute halt. Yeah, you're really struggling up at $4. Soundhound. Break $4. $4.50 is the halt level, so I need to break $4. Some off at the top because of the whole dollar resistance. Get out. Struggling at 4. Oof. Right, okay. If you say so. Lucid pulling back from 12. Yeah, Cal halted, gapped up, and it's moved up. It went and tested the half dollar, 12.50. So Cal up at 12.30s right now, looking strong. Good volume candle too on resumption. Are you messing me about here, Soundhound? I hate when you're caught between the spreads and it's not doing anything. It's teasing you that it's going to go higher, but you're still between the spreads. It's like the ask is above where you've got in, but the bid never quite gets there. So frustrating sometimes. You just got to be patient though. Yeah, the volume's dying out here, so I'm thinking I'm just gonna get out. Not looking very strong. Yeah, that's looking weak, so I'm just gonna leave that. Come back to that later. Spreads on this are a lot wider. That's a lot more high price stock, 10 times the price. So 67-cent ATR. I've got the Midas touch in reverse today, guys, it looks like. Buy that dip. I'm not using stock is the problem that I've got right now. Alright, looks like this is going to be a bad day for me. Should have been out at 30. With a 72-cent average true range, I figured I'd hold it for the full dollar. Still didn't get out. I added instead of selling. It's not my day, you're absolutely right. You know, sometimes you have days like this. It seems to be on Mondays at the moment. Every Monday I start bad. Last Monday was terrible. Monday before, no, it was a Tuesday before was terrible. Oh no, it was a Monday. I was right the first time. Yeah, the last couple of Mondays have not been kind to me. Back over $30, this could go on. 32.83 is the halt up, so we'll see. Why did I take the trade? Momentum, breaking highs. I got in as it broke highs, and I got filled on the next candle though. That's I pressed the button as it broke new highs. I got filled on the next candle. Buy high, sell high is the idea. But we're up at the resistance level now. $31 is what I'm looking for. Nothing else. High of this candle is 43, so we need to get over 40, over the $half. Yeah, second high of day after I've lost 4,000 on it. It sounds about right. Seiko making a comeback after I've lost 5k on it. So let's see what. Maybe I should just take my position at the beginning of the day and go and walk the dog and come back later for to see my profits, like a swing trader does. It's not your day, you should stop. Yeah, absolutely. Once you've hit your max loss, just get out. I'm not quite there yet. I will be if this doesn't turn around though. They're all pulling back. All the AI stocks are pulling back right now. Even Soundhound. We've found support previously. $29. Hey, Colonel Tawatia. Close to, yeah. Well, I was thinking about doing one of these funded account challenges and doing it live. Well, yeah, 300k is the equity position there, Clubberty. Well, that's me done for the day, I think. Everything I'm touching is... No, I don't think it is less risky, Clubberty. I'm just having a bad day at the office. So Cal is now on its way a bit back up again. So 20k is my kind of max loss. I'm not doing that. So what's the spreads on this? Very 20 cents. So trading options is more. You can day trade options, but I prefer, if I'm doing options, I prefer swing trading options. It's a bit of extra leverage on swing trades. This is going to be my last trade if it doesn't go my way. That's typical. A little bit premature on the entry, but looking for the confirmation and didn't quite get there. Break of $0.25. 21 we got. Pull the trigger too quick. Oh, no, this is not my small account. My small account would be wiped. I'd have blown my small account up if this was my small account. Between the spreads. Break a new high here. Got a double. Let's say just got the double top there. Devil horns on the 5 minute. I'm not getting filled. Partial fill. Come on, get me filled. And move up. No, it's not filling me. Didn't get filled. Got 100 shares. That's the problem with low liquidity stocks. It's a small float. It's a micro float. I think 800k in the float. Yeah, I'm having the Midas touch in reverse. I'm having a bad day today. A very bad day. It's gonna be one of those days I probably shouldn't have traded in this account. Up to the small account. So don't trade like I'm trading today, guys. I've not been managing my risk well. I've not traded well. My entry points are all up. And this is going to reverse. I've got the devil horns on the 5. Double top on the 2. So down. 1066. Battle of Hastings. 13 to the up, 1066 to the down. Well, that's the idea. Is you've got to take these red days in your stride. Super chip. At least I don't hold HKD at 400 or whatever it was. Sorry, buddy. I just shouldn't rub that salt in the wounds. Lucid trying to break $12 again. Soundhound breaking highs. I hate you, Soundhound. AI breaking highs. Everything that I've lost money on is actually breaking highs now. So, oh, stop. Just goes to show some days it's just not your day. Am I being a bit reckless? Yeah. I'm being very reckless right now. That's I gotta laugh. If I don't laugh, I'm gonna cry because everything's gone against me today. And I'm gonna get stopped out on this one as well. There we go. Oh, Jesus! Did you see the slippage on that? Oh, that was painful. Painful slippage. 40 cents. I had the stop there at $11 and it's 40 cents. And bam, that is horrible slippage. Well, I'm done. Lock the montage. That's way too much to lose. Well, for now at least. Might take a look later, but no. Let's switch over, shall we? Let's have a look, see if there's anything worth trading on the smaller account. No, you can't revenge trade, Dennis. That's why I was saying I'm just locked that montage now and I'm done with it. I mean, look at the likes of Soundhound. Well, let's have a look at some of these that I've taken right now. So, what have I lost on? AI. So AI, I got in here, pulled all the way back to the VWAP. I got out here at 29. It bounced at the VWAP and moved up. So Hindsight's a wonderful thing. Broke highs up at 30, high of day right now, 30.81. But this is, now you've got the double top, so this is definitely not a good place to get in if you're watching. What else did I lose on? You just watched me lose it on Cal, so let's have a look at Siku. So Siku, I got in as it moved up. Catch the momentum. Gap and go. It sold off. To be fair, this has continued selling off. So yeah, I was just a little bit too hungry there and didn't put a stop in place. That was bad. That was a bad trade. And Soundhound. It's just bad trade management. This is just bad all across the board. I mean, look at this. This is the how I'm read on Soundhound is beyond me. I should be smashing Soundhound. Looking at that in hindsight, I should have been smashing that. Yeah, well. What did I do wrong? Well, chase momentum on. Well, I just it was basically chasing the momentum. Got in for the break of highs here on Soundhound, and held it too long. So that's the thing there. So as that didn't break the highs, 390, held it too long. Now I did get back in as it moved back up. Then I added to the position here and then got out there as it started to break low. So the big move here is kind of set me up. It was this one, and then I just taking small losses after that on this one. So that was Soundhound. Whereas if I just held that position, I'd be quids in right now. But shoulda, woulda, coulda. One of those days. Right. Market's moving up. That's the Nasdaq. Let's have a look on the small account. Yeah, look, sometimes it doesn't. You judge it all wrong, and you're not on point. And you've got to recognise it's not your day and get out and stop losing money, stop hemorrhaging money. Doesn't mean that I can't trade today. It just means that I've got to take a sabbatical and a moment to just fix my head and trade smaller in the next few trades. But moving over to the small account is going to force me to do that. So I'm not taking a trade on a small account until it's setting up really nicely. There you go. Right idea, wrong timing, Jack. I've done that so many times. But hey, look, it is what it is. Big Bear. We've got higher day here at 640, so approaching higher day on Big Bear. I've got 50k buying power on Big Bear today. No sense. It's the retest. Spread on this. Ah, what a jet. Just poor timing. I have day 74, so looking for the break of the $0.25, $0.75 rather. We're looking for 680 now. Yeah. That was a quick flush. You don't want to be losing a grand on a $9,000 account. Yeah, I can see Seco is, he's not quite got the high of day yet. Lucid broke highs and pulled back hard. Kind of max size, almost max size. Got 2k buying power left. So tapping that 560 on the ask. So this is extremely overly aggressive trading, which is risky because you can blow up your account doing this. You shouldn't be risking more than 3% of your equity on a single trade. Just putting that out there. So don't do as I say, don't do as I do, kids. Nice one, Matt. I hope it works for you. Right, I've just lost, what, 2 grand on my small account challenge. That basically is me saying, the market telling me, Tony's not your day, stop trading. So that's what I'm doing. I'm locking the small account and the large account. That's me done. I've had a good week last week on the small account challenge. I'll have another look later. It's just not right now. It's not setting up for me, so we'll see what happens. But right now, no, not losing any more. That's about, what's that? About 20% of the account, nearly 25%. yeah, about 25% of the account. 9,300 is what we started the small account with today. So yeah, it's about 25%. That's max lost. So no more trading for me today, guys. I'll keep the stream going for another hour. No, for another 10 minutes, sorry. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Ed. Red flag. I don't know about red flag, I'd say white flag. Surrender to the market today. It's one of those days. Very poor day. Across the board. I don't know about they were right. Poor trade management. I mean, this I had the opportunity to be profitable on this one and held too long. So take profits quick. You don't go broke taking profits. Take profits quick. Minimize your exposure as you do. You can always add to the position later. But look, we'll come back again tomorrow a little bit more in tune with the market, I hope. So let's just have a quick look at what actually happened last week. I think I had a similar situation last week, didn't I? So no, I had a good week last week. Oh no, I didn't. That's okay. I didn't have a good week. I had a good February. So what did I do? Yeah, I lost 9 grand last Monday. I lost 24 grand the Monday before. So the last 3 trading weeks have started red for me, but finished green. So I need to maintain that. I followed it up with a really big day on Tuesday. So let's see what happens tomorrow, I guess. Yeah, no, absolutely, Matt. Like when you get faked out, and funny enough, you look for multiple indicators across multiple time frames, and indicators were there for me to just be a bit more cautious on pretty much every trade I've taken. So, but be a little bit less gung ho. If I look at the trades now, and if I be a little bit less gung ho, I'll be fine. Just scale back in and wait for the momentum, wait for the confirmation. Up until now, it's just not been there. So I think I'm just going to call it a day. It's been a bad day all round for me. Across the board. Main account, small account. And 28k on the main account. That's my biggest drawdown of the year. I did 24. I came back from 24k 2 weeks ago. I had a 24k red day, and I had a 28k day the following day. So look, we'll see. Right now, I just need to take the dog for a walk and come back, get away from the trading desk. That's what. Another thing, you're less likely to revenge trade if after a situation like this where your trades have just gone against you, and they do. You can't escape that. Trade will go. You can be the best trader in the world. I'm not saying that I am. Top 3 maybe. You can be the best trader in the world. You're going to have trades go wrong. They're going to have trades go against you. You're going to have red days. You just want to be trying to minimize that. So just be careful, guys. Manage your risks accordingly, and make sure that you're not jumping in needlessly. Kavana going up. Yeah, okay. I'll take a look at Kavana for you. Market's selling off. Kavana's not going up. I don't know what you were thinking about Kavana going up, but it's not. It's down on the day, 7 and breaking lows. So, no, Kavana's not going up. 7.5% down on the day and breaking lows. You might get a kind of a bottom bounce here. Let's have a look. There was one that I was looking for a potential bounce earlier, wasn't there? RSLS. Yeah, well, we got the bounce. That started to make it move back up. So this one sold off on news of an offering, and $8 a share is the offering price. So this could make a move back up. It's not got the volume to sustain now. That's the problem with that one. Seiko, or Siku, however you're pronouncing it, is holding over $4 now. That was the first indicator for me today. Moved up huge amounts pre-market, and I lost money on it. So that was probably the first indicator I should have been more cautious. But look, what do I trade on average in US dollars? I don't know what you mean by that, ADSK. How much do I trade? It depends on what I'm trading and the price per share. If you're asking how many shares I trade on average, how much? So again, it depends on the my equity position. Number of factors. It depends on my equity position on my account. It depends on what stocks are moving, the price of those stocks. There's a number of different variables, but I could tell you pretty much spot on how many shares I trade on average. So on any given day, let me just have a look. So my average daily volume, so in terms of number of shares traded, is 257,000 shares on average. Which, when you put that together, you can half that, because that half will give you your shares that you bought, because you'll have to sell it, because whatever you trade, you kind of double the number in terms of volume, because you've got to buy and sell. So on a given day, over the last, well, on average, about 260,000 shares a day ish, give or take. Why do I start with a 30k account? A number of reasons, because there is a benefit to having a larger account to trade with, because you're able to trade larger size with the larger cap stocks. They don't move that much percentage-wise, but you can get big move. If you're taking, for example, if you take 1,000 shares of a $4 stock and it moves 40 cents, it's moved 10%. Whereas if you take 1,000 shares of a $200 stock and it moves 40 cents, you end up with the same profits, but it's only moved like 0.2%. So if you get a larger cap stock that's moving, let's say $200 stock that's moving 1% on the day, it's moved $20. Sorry, it's moved $2. So if you've taken 1,000 shares, you've made $2,000 on that one move. So there's advantages to taking to having a large account if you're trading larger cap stocks. I tend to prefer the higher volatility of the lower cap stocks. I'm taking larger share size for larger gains. So I might take, 10, 15 or 20,000 shares. I'm not going to do that with Apple. I'm not going to do that with Facebook. Whereas I can do that on a $5 stock. But if you've got a larger account, the downside is that unless you're disciplined, you can end up losing a lot more. And that's the problem. Like today, if I'd had if I'd had a $30,000, it started with a $30,000 account, I would have I wouldn't been able to take some of the positions that I took. Just the leverage wouldn't facilitate that, so I would have ended up losing less. So you can manage your risks better by forcing yourself to trade smaller. And if you've got a smaller account, you have to trade smaller. As it happens, I've got two accounts, a bigger account and small account, and I lost on both of them today. It happens. But in terms of can you make more money trading the same stocks? No. The economies of scale don't work. If you're dealing with a low float stock at, like, let's say it's 5 million in the float, just because you've got a larger account, you're not going to be able to make more money than if you've got a medium-sized account, which is what I would say my account size is a medium-sized account. Because the economies of scale don't work, because you end up getting a lot more slippage, you're getting a lot more misfills, you get your actions will impact the price action of the stock itself. So low float stocks, there's a plateau. You find that the larger you can scale up in terms of the size that you trade, but there's a plateau that you reach where you find that your losses are becoming bigger as well as your winners are becoming bigger, and that's what's happening to me right now. Is that on big red days like I've got right today, it's a big loss, and on a big green day you pretty much cover back what you've lost on the big red day, and the equity swings on your equity curve are more volatile. So it's better to have a smaller account and be forced to trade smaller. You're going to manage your risk better. That's my experience anyway. Up to a certain level. If you're prepared to trade smaller on a large account, then of course you can guarantee yourself you're going to make a certain amount per day. So I could, on a $50,000 account, I can guarantee I'm going to make $500 a day, guaranteed. It's really easy to do that, but I'm going for larger targets. So I'm trading with larger size. So, if the best thing that you can do is have goals and targets that are in line with your equity size, your account size. And that way, if you're looking for 1% or 2%, 2.5% gain, you're more likely to be able to achieve it. Looking for 5, 10%, you start getting into the realms of trading a little bit too big and a bit more aggressive. Look, I am an aggressive trader. I'm an overly aggressive trader, and when it doesn't go in my favor, it stings. But the good thing from my point of view is my trade accuracy is extremely high. So on a day like today, where it's 4-1 against me, I'm losing money. But on most days, my trade accuracy is 3-1 or 2-1 is my average. I'm looking at my entire since I started logging my trades, 3-1. Yeah, 3-1. So 71% of my trades are going in my favor. I'm just looking at the stats now. I've had some big drawdowns. I've had a couple of times I've been down at like $60,000. My biggest loss is 64,000. My largest trade is 67,000. So, but it's what you gain on the roundabouts, you lose on the swings and roundabouts, as they say. So unfortunately, red days are inevitable. It's just about keeping them small. And unfortunately, I've had a big one today. So let's do it again tomorrow. Benzinga's absolutely okay. Benzinga is indispensable for me. I wouldn't be profitable without Benzinga, I don't think. Or if I didn't have Benzinga, I would need a tool to give me similar information. But Benzinga is fantastic and certainly worth the money. I probably would have quit, Dan, if I, but for lockdown, for being in lockdown and not be able to go out and do a job, I probably would have quit. I was kind of forced into just learning the markets. I kind of I enjoy it. I enjoy the challenge and enjoy the ups and downs, and not every day is a good day and all that kind of thing. So being submersed in it, I suppose a little bit of kind of ADD. When you're focusing on something, you really focus in on it. In some cases, to the detriment of other things, and that's what I ended up doing with the markets, is really focusing in and getting submersed in it, learn it. Yes, AdK, I've got full tutorials on Benzinga and on how to do it. In fact, there's a whole section in the course of scanners and using Benzinga as a tutorial tool, but it's relevant for any scanners. It's relevant for any screeners or scanner software or platform, not just Benzinga. So I've done a whole bunch of Benzinga tutorials on the course as well. So yeah. But anyway, I'm going to take the dog for a walk. I'll probably give it an hour or so. Come back later and have a look and see if there's any A+ setups that I can claw back some of this and minimize some of the damage. Otherwise, we've got a drawdown to recover from tomorrow. Okay, I'll end the stream and see you guys tomorrow. And I will be doing the last 60 minutes of pre-market. So that's 8:30 market time. That's 1:30 here in Ireland, 1:30 in the UK. Anywhere else, work it out for yourself. But yeah, come join me again tomorrow. We'll do it all again. Catch you later, guys.